Welcome to Leopard Farm. It's a bone-chilling dawn in the Alberta foothills. The kind of cold that turns your planet into clouds and makes every snap of a twig sound like a gunshot. Then a real gunshot comes. One clean crack, and a 400-pound black bear folds into the frost beside a half-eaten pile of potatoes. But this isn't just one lucky hunter's trophy photo. It's a small, necessary piece of a much bigger fight. Bear numbers here have blown past anything sustainable, and family farms are paying the price. Gardens torn apart, livestock killed, and kids kept inside because the backyard suddenly isn't safe anymore. What started as the occasional curious Bruin sniffing around the compost has turned into bears strolling through town like they own the place, raiding garbage cans on Main Street and peering through kitchen windows at dinner time. For the people who live here, feeding their families now means managing a growing army of uninvited 1,000-pound guests. Hunters craft a mix that hits every note a bear craves. Sticky honey, toasted nuts, greasy bakery leftovers, and fruit so ripe it's practically fermenting. The whole mess gets packed into sturdy barrels or grease-smeared logs, then strategically placed, chained high in a tree, tucked next to a blown-down stump, or set along a well-worn trail where the wind will carry that sweet, salty perfume straight to a Bruin's nose. The point isn't just to lure the bear in. It's to hold its attention long enough for the hunter to get a clean, ethical shot. Once the bait is set and doing its job, the hunter slips quietly into a tree stand around the barn, settles in, and waits for that telltale crunch of leaves and heavy breath that means the plan is working. Hunters often climb into sturdy trees, settling onto thick limbs 7 or 8 feet off the ground, just high enough to stay out of sight and downwind, yet close enough for a clear, ethical shot. This is the hardest part, waiting in total silence while the woods decide whether the day will end in success or go home empty-handed. Hours can slip by without a single word spoken. Out there, every sound feels magnified. A squirrel scrambling through leaves or an acorn hitting the ground can sound like a gunshot. You force yourself to breathe slow and slow, tighten your grip on the bow or rifle, and try to quiet a heartbeat that suddenly seems loud enough to scare everything from miles. One cough, one shifting boot, one moment of lost focus, and it's over. The animal you've waited for melts back into the timber.
Good shot.
When you stay calm and let the moment unfold, that big bear finally drifts into the open like he owns the place. Your heart's hammering, but your hands are steady. The second he steps into that perfect lane, quartering away just right, you come to full draw smooth as silk and settle your pin right in the crease behind the front shoulder point one arrow. That's all you get. Veteran bear hunters don't gamble with sketchy equipment. They run bows they can count on in a blizzard, arrows that fly true every single time, and broadheads that punch clean through heavy bone and muscle at real-world ranges. Because out here, a miss doesn't just mean an empty tag. A wounded bear can turn a whole script upside down in a heartbeat, and suddenly you're the one hoping for a second chance. That's why everything relies on focus, practice skill, and gear you trust. Do it right, and that high-stakes encounter ends exactly the way it should. One perfect shot, a quick and humane harvest, and a whole lot of respect for an animal that deserves nothing less. No close calls, no close scores, just the quiet satisfaction of a job done clean and right.
Nice shot!
Come with me to Leopard Farm, deep in the heart of South Africa, where the wildlife drama is getting downright wild. The country is facing a full-blown monkey invasion. Vervet monkeys and baboons are taking over cities, suburbs, and farmland at an alarming rate. South Africa's Department of Forestry, Fisheries, and the Environment reports that populations are skyrocketing in both urban hotspots and rural areas, and the trend shows no signs of slowing down. These clever, highly adaptable primates breed like crazy and can thrive just about anywhere humans are, from trash cans in Cape Town to maize fields in Limpopo. Experts now warn that, without serious intervention, certain regions could see monkey numbers explode past 10,000 in the next few years. To protect crops, livestock, and people's livelihoods, farmers and licensed wildlife professionals rely on strictly regulated trapping and selective hunting. The goal isn't about wiping out these animals. It's about restoring balance so both people and monkeys can coexist without one side losing everything. The people who handle this job aren't casual hunters showing up with a rifle on Saturday morning. They're licensed, highly skilled professionals who understand monkey troops the way a quarterback reads a defense. These guys spend hours, sometimes entire days, hidden in full camouflage, perfectly still, waiting for the animals to move into the right position. When the moment finally comes, they take one clean, carefully placed shot that ends it instantly and humanely. They operate under strict legal and safety rules every step of the way. Part sharpshooter, part wildlife biologist, they're experts with their rifles, masters at staying calm under pressure, and intimately familiar with the behavior of the animals they're tasked to manage. It's tough, occasionally risky work that most people never see. But when a troop of monkeys decides your whole year's crop is an open buffet, these specialists are often the only real solution a farmer has left. Across parts of South Africa, the baboon problem has hit a breaking point, and it's forcing everyone to pick a side. One camp calls lethal control outright barbaric and insists there must be a gentler, smarter fix. The other side, including the government, argues that when troops of big, bold primates are breaking into homes, raiding kitchens, and putting people, especially kids and the elderly, at real risk, you have to act decisively to protect human lives and property. Make no mistake, the baboon population has absolutely skyrocketed in recent years, turning what used to be occasional mischief into daily chaos for entire neighborhoods. That said, this isn't the Wild West with trigger-happy cowboys running around. South Africa runs one of the most tightly regulated wildlife management programs you'll find anywhere. Only specially licensed paintball and bullet professionals are allowed to step in, and even then they're required to use suppressed rifles. That means no loud bangs terrorizing residents or sending every animal within a mile into a panic. Just quick, quiet, and as low impact as it gets under the circumstances. Nothing gets a monkey more fired up than the smell of a perfectly ripe banana. We're talking full-on chaos. They'll risk everything for that sweet hit. The smartest trappers have known this forever, so they don't mess around with random bait. They load up on whatever fruit drives the local monkeys absolutely nuts. Fresh bananas, juicy mangoes, papayas, jackfruit, you name it. Using the exact treat those monkeys crave doesn't just skyrocket your success rate. It also keeps the animals chill while they're munching away, which means way less stress, fewer bites, and nobody getting hurt on either side. The good old cage trap still gets the job done, no question, but a lot of old school trappers will tell you nothing beats the rush of a perfectly executed net drop. Picture this. You rig a big, lightweight net high up in the canopy, weave leaves and vines through it until it disappears against the branches. Then you scatter a mouth-watering pile of that can't-resist fruit right underneath, smack in the danger zone. One curious scout shows up, grabs a piece, calls the whole crew over, and the second that troop storms and like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, you pull the trigger. The net falls fast and silent, cinches tight, and in the blink of an eye you've got a whole squad of monkeys neatly bundled up. Quick, clean, raising livestock in areas where wolves are making a strong comeback. As the wolf assaults ramp up and folks in affected areas clamor for real solutions, authorities have put out a global SOS for top-tier hunters to rein in the exploding packs. They've handpicked over 500 of the best marksmen from around the world for this tightly controlled operation, making sure every step is done right and responsibly. To get in on it, hunters need valid big game footage, solid skills in stalking and shooting, and a commitment to quick, clean takedowns under strict guidelines. Sweetening the deal, the feds are dishing out bounties from $2,000 up to $8,000 per wolf, based on its size and where it's bagged. Every hunting season, skilled teams work together to cull wolf numbers by 20 to 30%, playing a key role in balancing ecosystems and safeguarding livestock from harm. But make no mistake, hunting these animals is no walk in the park. Wolves are smart, lightning fast, and wildly unpredictable, especially when they hunt in tight-knit packs and strike back if cornered. Take a recent incident in Montana. A group of hunters got ambushed when a pack flanked them from behind, leaving the team no choice but to scramble up a ridge for safety and escape a potentially deadly showdown. Facing these cunning predators demands razor-sharp awareness and rock-solid tactics from start to finish. Once the hunt wraps up successfully, the rules kick in. Hunters must tag the wolf immediately and report the kill to keep population data accurate and stay on the right side of the law. Many go further, skinning the animal for its pelt, and shipping off tissue samples to wildlife experts for vital research. To gear up for the next season, they'll need to refresh their permits and pass fresh safety checks, all to uphold responsible, ethical standards in the field. Step outside those lines with illegal poaching, though, and you're looking at brutal consequences. $50,000, permanent license bans, and a clear message that breaking wildlife regulations comes at a steep price. Wolf hunting offers real relief for ranchers and rural communities facing livestock losses, but sparks fierce debate across the country. On one side, wildlife advocates stress that wolves are vital for keeping ecosystems in check by controlling prey populations. On the other, local